Yo, what's good, Darkness, Taco, Gabrielle, Adrian. Hi, guys. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Samantha. Hey, guys. Good, Jordan. I need to restart anyways.
This was your fate. Accept it.
Keep forgetting to equip these things back on.
Your reward.
Hey, Courtney. What's up?
Keyblade.
Back at you. Back off. So long.
Enlighten me. Shine. Hooray.
How do you guard his ice? I dodge roll myself, but you can guard it. You could just guard, counter, guard, counter. Ah, dude. Alright, I gotta remember what's gonna happen after that. It sucks because you get sent to the air whenever you get hit during that DM, and being in the air is like just terrible. Yeah, we just gotta get past the DM. Yo, what's good, Zachary? How's it going? Hi, Silent Thunder. You decided to watch the Days movie, then finish Chain of Memories? Oh, okay. You like the Days movie? Oh, thank you, Zachary. I appreciate that. Favorite data battle? Probably Marluxia. But I really like almost all of them. Landing lag. Missed out on one combo. That was weird. Do you like Chain of Memories now? I know a lot of people are very divisive on Chain of Memories. What spell do I miss the most that isn't in Kingdom Hearts 3? I don't think I have one I missed. I gotta think. Maybe, oh, Gravity. Definitely Gravity. Gravity, Magnet, those types of things. Hi, Maya. Why'd you say hello 3 times? Hello, hello, hello back. I just want to play 2 and this game's not letting me. Chain Memories isn't that bad. If you really need help, I'd say look up like some cheap command, some cheap slate guides and just mash triangle. Fire tends to be pretty broken in that game, for example. My better just get hit during this fight. I don't know why I dodged. Me too. I think Chain of Memories gameplay isn't that bad either, but it's definitely not my preference. So I definitely like a lot of other Cage games more than it in terms of gameplay, but I don't think it's bad. Just because I like something better doesn't mean I think the alternative is bad or awful. Just don't prefer it. Favorite Final Fantasy character in Kingdom Hearts? Sephiroth. The Hitler CD Chain of Memories. Felt like a dodge early there. I've done Kingdom Key only playthroughs of Cage games before. I don't think I've done Kingdom Key only with Cage 2 though. But that doesn't really sound. Nah, no, it might be weird, but it might not be that bad because level one scaling is the way it is. Hey, yo, Art Ghost, let's go. Shout out to Art Ghost for catching the stream. Level 1 Kingdom Kill only against Lingering Woe. I've been Lingering Woe on level 1 before. Not with Kingdom Key only though, but that doesn't sound that bad. You just have to know the fight. I don't use the 100 Acrewood Keyblade. Like, with all pro codes, there's no reason to not use Ultimate Weapon and when you're doing pro codes. Because that's the most damage. I really get hit by that again, bro. Come on.
What's your accepted?
It feels like those lasers are like more delayed in the DM or something, but I don't know. It might just be stuff getting to me.
Reward.
Nah, that's not my PSN.
Freeze.
Back at ya. It's over. See ya.
Enlighten me.
Yeah, it does, Maya, because it has a higher base stat. And leveled up, it does more damage too. Ultimate Weapon is still probably the best Keyblade in the game. Wait, did I just iframe through that laser? What the heck? Combo boost. Ooh. I thought I was in the DM for me. I was getting prepared to block. Well, yeah, B-Boy's right. I think it's the combo boost that makes us use Ultimate Weapon. I think that's what it has on it, but I just know it does more damage. I wonder how big of a difference Kingdom Key only actually is. Okay. Okay. That was kind of funny. I must have just died. Oh, the Kilo stuff ultimate will do the same physical combo damage. Okay. How did I don't know how I dodged that second one. I wanted to die anyways. I don't like being hit before the DM.
Your reward.
I don't know if any defense boost would even matter on level 1.
Keyblade.
But I know one of the pro codes is putting all your stats back to default status. Maybe.
Enlighten me. Kingdom Heart. Taste defeat.
If I like practice pro codes a lot, I would totally try to get some laser subs with that.
Shine. Judgment. Give me power.
The reason I run, by the way, while I'm doing the dodge roll thing, is so I don't accidentally press the block button, because if I'm already moving, I won't it'll just make me do a dodge roll. I'm mad I got hit. Very upset. Hi Xehanort Gaming. What's up? We're not late at all. I think we've been streaming for maybe like 15 minutes at most. But you're fine. I forgot I was going to do that move. I have no idea, Adrian. This fight's really fun though. I remember when I first beat this, I was like, yeah, okay, this might be my favorite like data fight. But it's so hard. Sometimes, I don't know, because it's like punishing moves like that isn't that bad. But like, it's the DM. It's really just the DM. DM's so hard for me. I don't know. I'm curious if B-Boy's still in the stream. Dude, what do you think is the hardest DM out of all the data fights? Oop. I like Xehan's DM. I wish Xehan, I wish her DM was a little different though, but this is fine, I guess. The rest of the fight's already cool. Really? Why? Ah, okay. I keep getting hit like that. Like, it feels so delayed when they do the laser. Like, sometimes, I don't know. It's like I feel used to the timing, but then... It might just be in my head. It might not be delayed at all, but it feels very different from, like, the regular phase. Want a tip on the lasers? Yes. I'll gladly take a tip. I keep getting gimped by those. I will. Xemnas definitely has one of the coolest DMs. That seems really hard to react to, the flash. What? I prepare for it. I play fighting games, I'll be okay. Maybe. Hi Robert, what's going on? I aesthetically love young Xehanort's DM. See, if I was like a great KH player or a good one, I'd go for the crit counter there, but I'd rather just get any counter so I don't have to deal with that move. Because not punishing that move sucks. My brain wanted to block that so bad.
See ya. It's over.
Working Melody of Memory. Is Melody of Memory reaction time? I think it's more so based on Melody. You get better at Melody of Memory through repetition, I feel like, and just knowing the song. Oh my gosh, I got hit by that again. I'm so sad.
This was your fate.
Why didn't I dodge roll in? We haven't gotten past a DM like once, Isaac, so I don't know about winning. We gotta get, before I even think about winning, I need to like confidently get past the DM. And then remember the rest of the fight. Which I think I remember, but... Alright, I need to like focus when we reach the DM phase.
Enlighten me. Kingdom Hearts. Taste defeat. Evolve.
Okay.
It's over. See ya.
Shine. Judgment. Give me power.
It's over.
This was your fate.
What's wrong with me? This fight hasn't reached Sayax or Xion levels yet, but if I add up all the hours you've taken on this fight on stream, we've probably spent about 3-ish hours on this fight, and we haven't even gotten past DM yet, so, I don't know, now it's reaching there. Definitely been like 2 to 3 hours
Over here.
if I combine the other streams. This stream I definitely plan on,
Enlighten me.
definitely plan on going all in this stream, or at least attempting to. I don't know, we'll see how I feel. We'll see. I might try to do 2 hours minimum at least on this fight today. If we get past this one, I think the hardest fights will be pretty much done. I think the other one that might be hard after this will probably be Larxine's, if I had to predict, because I don't know how to deal with her DM at all, and her DM seems really hard. So I definitely link spammed through Larxine's DM. The reason I don't know this DM as well is because I linked through it as well. And I've only done this fight like twice. I did it regularly, and I did it on level 1, and that was about it. I think I have done this fight without links before, but like, I think I had cure, so like I didn't, even when I was about to die during the DM, or when I did the DM in a very sloppy manner, I was able to cure after it, or use some sort of like broken option, transformation iframe, something. But I definitely don't know how to dodge that DM in full with just pure knowledge. Zigbar's easy. You can kind of just spam dodge roll through Zigbar's DM. I was reading. Dang it. It happens. I need to not read chat. At least during some moments. Definitely did not react to that.
Reward. Keyblade.
I wonder why wrist dodge doesn't activate on them sometimes. It feels like it might be a distance thing, but it seems kind of stupid because sometimes you're like really close and you don't get the wrist dodge.
Shine.
Where's the wrist dodge? Whatever the follow-up is to the counter. Oh. Was Xion easy for you? No. Definitely not. That fight was hard. That similar. Honestly, that's been a pattern with all of the pro code playthroughs. We would be able to get past some phases, but like we were not able to get past a lot of these characters' DMs. For the fights where I knew how to deal with the DMs, like Dark Riku, for example, I was able to beat that fight in one stream. Like, it wasn't that bad. I mean, like, it took some execution, some not, you can only get hit like a couple times with pro codes, but like, it wasn't as bad as like fights like these or Xion or Sayax, because like, when I don't know the DMs on those fights, it's just a wall, because I have to get through 30 minutes of the fight. It's not like 30 minutes. I need to get through like, how long? Let's say this phase right here is probably like 4 or 5 minutes. You need to get past like 4 or 5 minutes of the fight before I even reach the DM. So it's like, oh boy. So I can only practice the DM every 5 minutes essentially. Aw, that sucks. Yeah, easiest probably is Luxord, I'd say, for sure. You don't have to deal with his fight for however long. I think Luxord actually has one of the coolest DMs, though. Like, y'all gotta admit, that DM's cool. As obnoxious as it may be. Even if it's just a mini game, it's just a cool DM. Ma, you could say that about every DM in the series. Like every DM in the series, you could say that. But it's about how hard it is. How hard it is to memorize those patterns. I never had a reason to not use Simba during Larktune's DM because it was just free damage. Nope. I just realized, did he really do that twice? I just thought about that. Alright. No! I really tried to see if I could mess with it a little bit. Wow, looks like you're gonna win. I can't win unless I get past this DM, but thank you, Isaac, for the trailer dono, though. I really appreciate it.
Judgment.
I gotta get past the DM if I'm gonna win.
Keyblade.
Oh. Yeah, I think that was probably the best attempt we've had at the DM for sure. Alright, so now I know he lasers after that. That's a good punish. That's a good punish. You like that. Surprised the laser doesn't just one-shot me. Sorry, dodge too early. Yo, Jimmy, what's good? Is there I wonder if there's an optimal route for pro codes with combo modifiers. Like, is there an optimal, like, amount of combo modifiers to have for damage? Get the most damage per combo. If there is, that would kind of suck, but, like, it'd be cool at the same time. I don't know. Yeah? Yep, there we go. Alrighty. Yo! Let's go! Alright, so we just gotta get past that part. Yeah, I saw that coming. I saw that coming. Could block that, to be honest. But alright. I think I'm a little more comfortable with the DM now. I think I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. Okay. Alright. Now we can get the rest of the fight down. No, we got past it though. We got past it. Very sloppily, but we got past it. Alright. There is this, but everything's pretty close. Okay. What the? I want the hard backsuit so bad. I just gotta get past it with some health. Yeah, preferably. Preferably with health, for sure. Oh, what I was not prepared for that for some reason. What does air step really do? Close the distance. You see how big this arena is? If he's all the way across the screen and I can't punish him super fast, I whiff a punish. I can just hold R1, bloop, air step. Easy. Air step's actually one of the best mechanics to ever grace the Kingdom Hearts series. Like, I love it. Like, it actually might be like top 3 Kingdom Hearts mechanics ever. It's so cool. It's cool and optimized. Most of the time. Sometimes air stepping can be slow, but it technically is faster in game time. Yeah, also looks cool. Yep. Definitely hope they expand upon air step, and we don't even need to expand upon it really, but I just hope they like bring it back in future games. Like Sora and Quadratum better not not have air step. I'd be upset. Oh my gosh. That landing lag. They better take that out of the next few KH games. I can just jump out of it. Ah! Fun fact, it's actually not. Oh, is it not? Does it not slow down in game time? It makes a little sense though. What? I think they pushed me back into the laser. What? I don't know. I guess they had to push me back into the laser because I don't know how else I would have got hit there. Yo, Isaac, thank you for the additional $2 donut. Are you winning, son? Really? Really?
Judgment.
You know I'm not winning. We'll win one day. One night.
Freeze.
Back off! Over here! See ya!
And like me. Shine.
Definitely better than last time, that's for sure. I hope.
Touchy.
Hope I'm not worse than last time. That would be something. I think Sax might be one of the most fun though. Do I know you're trying to jinx me? I can tell, but I'm not going to assume you are, but I can kind of tell.
Judgment. Give me power. Big on.
What song is that when someone donates? It's the Melody of Memory, dearly beloved. We're going to change the notifications for all that stuff soon.
Big on.
You guys are about to see, the channel's about to have a slightly different aesthetic around April, March-ish. Look forward to it.
Freeze.
Those of you in the stream, remember when I talked about, those of you who have been watching the streams, remember like a while ago, I think I talked about this in a Genshin live stream, how I said I was like working on a channel, or a brand mascot rather. The mascot is pretty much done-ish for the most part, actually. Sayax actually has the most obnoxious DM because you can't do anything but dodge. Like, it's actually the most obnoxious DM in the whole game. You have to remember how hard Sayax was, man. It was crazy. Oh crap! I tried to punish way earlier. Just skip it. Are you able to skip the DM with pro codes? I was getting double DM'd, but I did figure out that I could drag out. It's actually way easier to punish him when he's in berserk mode. Not the DM berserk mode, but you know. Oh, nice. Even with Kingdom Key, do you have to miss out on some punishes or something? I'd imagine to do that. Like you'd probably have to hard manage his health bar. But that's impressive. I had a feeling it was possible, but I just didn't like. I This definitely seemed hard, for sure. I'm correct, yeah. Because I realized when I was fighting Sayax, because I was punishing like everything, and it made him like DM, and it made him do like certain attacks way earlier, and it made the fight way harder for me. But when I like started micromanaging his HP bar a little bit, I think I was hoping to get a counter off of that. But when I started micromanaging his HP bar a little bit, it became a lot easier. Like when I missed down some punches purposely. Ooh, I hate everything. Yeah, Sayax's punishes are actually pretty simple. They definitely are hard to figure out though. But luckily I knew most of the punishes. My issue when I was doing Sayax with pro codes was I just couldn't get past that DM. When I did, it opened up the fight like crazy. And remember, those who were here, remember how I was getting double DM because I was punishing everything? So I was able to get past the first one. Then the second one was like, ugh, okay, bro. Like, he would do the second one. He was at, like, 1 HP. It was dang it. It was just annoying. No wrist dodge, it'd be like that. Roko seemed fun to mess around with though. I definitely prefer the regular game's combat, but like with Keyblade illustrations and whatnot. But pro codes are like pretty fun, and I think it's very interesting how much stuff you can do in these fights with pro codes, even without, you know, transformations, with just base combos. Like how a lot of these enemies have they have certain like moves that you can like counter, like how you can use Riku's mines against them, Ansem's mines against them, Zigbar's a little air bullet thingy that rings down on you. Like, it's crazy how you can do a lot of stuff with that with pro codes and get a lot of damage like really fast. Which makes fights not as slow as you would imagine. I respect the restriction basically. Oh. Time to lose. And I dodged too late. Does that? I'm going to guess that when he does that move, it ignores once more. I'm going to guess that it does. The main pro code I use in my normal playthroughs, I put on the no links pro code because you guys know how I feel about links. I don't like links in Kingdom Hearts. Well, I don't like links in KH3. Yo, Red the Pikmin Master, thank you so much for the $5 dono. I come bearing $5, but I have a suggestion. The channel for your streams would be nice to look back. Okay, last question. What is pro codes? You see how in the bottom left my items and links are grayed out, and you see how on the right side of the screen under my HP bar, or well, around my HP bar, above my MP bar, you see the 13 number. That is all the restrictions I have on. I have 13 separate restrictions, which is all the restrictions for pro codes. Basically, you're not allowed to do things like items. You're not allowed to do things like links. You're not allowed to do much of that at all. Basically, you got a base combo. You can use some magic. No cure, though. You can use magic, but no cure. And that's it. And you have a good one, Jordan. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I was about to say something else. Oh, yeah. You said a channel for my streams. Okay. I might start linking this in my description of my videos because people ask me this a lot. But I actually do have... I do upload all of my live streams on YouTube. They are in a unlisted playlist, however. They are in the... If you go to the playlist section on my channel, you can scroll through and you'll see live streams. Now, I don't I don't archive all my live streams. Some live streams I delete because copyright reasons and whatnot. But there, you can see all of them right here. But I might start linking that in the description of my live streams in case people missed them. Meow Wow kind of annoys me. I think Meow Wow is probably the most balanced Link, but I don't like how it's like kind of RNG-ish how they move around. Like what enemies it decides to go after. Very, very annoying. I like Ralph though. I don't like how broken Ralph is, but I really like Ralph. I wish we had more Links like Ralph. But I just don't like that all the Links in KH are all offensive. And that's not even the only problem. It's that they're all offensive, but they don't all really require like any big brain or anything. There's definitely some big brain stuff you can do with the Modman. Like I'll say there's some cool strats I've seen with Stitch, some cool strats I've seen with Ralph. But like outside of that, there's not like, I don't know. I think I definitely like the way KH1 summons twos, and I even like D-Links and Birth by Sleep more than Links. I think the reason I like D-Links a lot is because it's really cool that like they went out of their way to do like unique animations and stuff for all of them. I definitely like KH1 summons the least after KH3. KH3 has the worst, then I'd say KH1. But I'd probably appreciate KH1 summons if I did a level 1 playthrough of KH1. Oh my gosh. I keep thinking I'm dodging in time, but I'm not. Be like that. I tried to block. Okay, so you just double dodge roll that. Okay. That's all I gotta do.
Judgment.
We've gone past the DM twice now, at least. And how long have we been in the stream? Let me see. Okay, we've been streaming for about an hour. Okay, we haven't even, well, barely an hour. Let me do this. I forgot to put a pin message for the stream. Oh my gosh. There we go. I like typoed like 3 times. There we go. Hahaha, Chimchi, you knew. I don't think that's why KH1 has the best summons, although I agree with that statement slightly. KH1 summons, well, yes, they're not all broken, except maybe Simba and Mushu on level 1. I don't know, all KH1 summons are good on level 1. I don't think they're ever not good. But I don't know. I think KH1 summons are just way more boring. Like KH1 summons are similar to Kingdom Hearts 3's in terms of how like boring they can be, but KH1 summons are more fun than even KH3's most of the time. Most of the time. I enjoy KH3 as a game more though. I gotta think about that actually. Hold on. What summons do I find fun in KH1? Simba can be cool sometimes. I just like the charge thing and like hearing the roar. Like that's fire to me. But it gets old after a while. Mushu's can be a little boring, but Dumbo's definitely boring. Bambi's definitely boring. KH3, however, I do have fun with Ralph. I have fun with Stitch. I won't really call Ariel fun. It's fun to see that health bar melt, but she's not fun at all. Okay, you know what? KH3 summons might be more fun than KH1, but I still think KH1 summons are better. I don't mind attraction flow, to be honest, as much as other people do. I definitely don't think that it's implemented well, but I think it has potential. Like I think attraction flow would be cool if they like, I don't know, if it replaced like limits or something. Like how cool, like I think that would be interesting, right? Like attraction flow taking the place of limits. That'd be dope. I think that makes sense too, wouldn't it? Because they kind of do act like them in a weird way, but I don't know. The attraction flow definitely needs some work. If I dodge too late, I get hit. So if I dodge that too late, I get hit. If I dodge it too early, I get gimped. So I gotta time it properly. I'm sad.
Judgment.
If we win, it's gonna be a fluke. D-Links though? D-Links are fire. I don't know, do you guys like D-Links in Birth by Sleep? I never messed with them. I never messed with them until like maybe a year or two ago. But when I did, I was like, wow, why didn't I use this when I played Birth by Sleep? They're so good. They're so good. I don't know, like I still, as a Cage stan the way I am, I still stand by loving the number titles the most. Like I still think the number titles are like the definitive versions of each of the Kingdom Hearts games. But like, I don't know, I definitely feel like the non-number titles get a lot more like criticism than they probably deserve. But I feel like people haven't explored them nearly as much. There's like few people who actually have. People just focus on what they don't like. How did I dodge that? Peter Pan's D-Link. Yo, Zack's D-Link is fire. It's so good. It's so good. Why do I randomly shoot fire? It's not random, it's giving me health. an ability called Wizard's Ruse. If you use you get health back depending on the amount of MP you spend. Birth by Sleep, they put some love into Birth by Sleep. They may not have the most immaculate bosses or anything, but they put some love into that game. Some good love.
This was your fate.
Yeah, dodge in for that one. Alright, I think I'm getting too comfortable and I'm starting to like do bad during the DM, so let me not do that.
Judgment.
Tim, did you ever pick the fight you want me to do after this?
Keyblade.
Back at you. Over here. Along.
Enlighten me.
How do you get that ability? You pick Larxene, okay. You need Grand Chef, and it's also in a there's an accessory for it too. You'll never get it then, why not? Do you not have Grand Chef? I have no page for a little chef stuff. That is like one of my favorite things in the game. I love cooking. And I also just love Ratatouille in general. Like that's one of my favorite Disney movies. So that incorporation of Remy in like Kingdom Hearts, I think was like the best thing they could have done. And I love it so much. So I don't know. I think part of the reason I love cooking so much is cause like I see Little Chef there. We're gonna get in the Classic Kingdom Keyblade. Classic Kingdom Keyblade is pretty easy to get. You don't even have to get the high scores for a lot of them, if I remember correctly. You literally can just I gotta think. You can literally just play all the mini games like once, get a score, get 1 point, and then just like quit. That's what I did from what I remember. I do think HP and MP slip and pro codes is kind of like obnoxious. Like I grew a Will J's tweet when you said that. Like that's definitely a weird pro code option. But I respect it though. I've been rewatching Adventure Time recently. Random topic. I'm a big fan of my kid cartoons. Adventure Time's really good. Oh my gosh. Ah, dude. Is there an easier way to dodge that by any chance? If your timing's like as poor as mine? My reaction is terrible. I like seeing videos too. I still haven't watched Future though. No damage.
Enlighten me. Kingdom Hearts.
It's funny how this phase is easier than the rage form phase in the base fight. I tried.
Shine. Judgment. Give me power.
It's over.
Lightning rot.
It's over.
My favorite cartoon might be Regular Show though. Love that show. It's so good and it's even better now that I'm older. Like the jokes hit harder and it's a lot more mature than I remember, but still like funny and chaotic. Regular Show is so good. Yeah, can we have an intellectual conversation about Rigby's like character development? Like, how is Rigby a better character than Mordecai at the end of the show? People do be slandering Mordecai for being the way he is though, but I do have to admit Rigby definitely was being in the beginning of the show. Rigby was kind of a bad friend. I'm not gonna lie. But Mordecai was pretty terrible towards the end himself.
This was your fate.
Dog.
Accept it.
That's so hard. Maybe I can run around and dodge that. I don't know. I'm starting to like, it's like I just forgot everything I learned from dodging the DM. That's what it feels like.
Keyblade.
Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. It's over. Yeah. Back off.
Enlighten me.
I'm still watching Close Enough. I only got like 2 more episodes to go of Close Enough. I just been trying to savor because I'm like, I don't want to finish it because I don't want to be waiting for more stuff. Regular Show's ending is really sad for me. This like, I don't know, it's so sad. Not just because of, you know, what happens to a certain character, but it's sad because it's like, dang, dude, that was such a good, that was such a good show. It's like one of those sad, it's one of those sad moments where it's like, you're sad that like one of the greatest shows you probably ever watched has just ended. Like that's how it feels when you finish Regular Show. That emptiness of dang, when will another show like this come? But hey, they got a show called Close Enough. Not quite Regular Show, but close enough. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny that they made the show's title like that. But I guess Close Enough will be my closure. I remember liking Matt as a kid, but I slowly started hating it because even as a kid, some of the jokes to me were just like not cool. I was like, how do they get away with some of this stuff? Why was Cartoon Network able to air that? It definitely was a kid robot chicken. Yo, if you guys ever watched a show called BoJack Horseman, speaking of adult shows, that's also one of the greatest cartoons of all time to me. I'm not gonna lie, there's only one thing in this world that's close to Kingdom Hearts for me in terms of how much I love it, and that is Avatar: The Last Airbender. BoJack, to me, has writing comparable to that to like Avatar, and that is saying a lot because I think Avatar's writing is actually just like borderline perfection. And BoJack's is crazy. It's probably one of the best mental health shows I've seen for sure. Yeah, BoJack was amazing. That was a good show. I love Total Drama Island, dude. For those of you that watch Total Drama, what was your favorite season?
What's your fate? Accept it.
What do I do? Well, what did I do before? Why am I getting hit like this?
Judgment.
Season 2, so you like Total Drama Action the most. I was a big fan of World Tour myself. So it'd be, my favorites in order would probably be World Tour, so Season 3, Season 5, then Season 1, I'd say were my favorites in that order. And then Season 2. Season 6 is garbage. Very garbage. I don't like, I haven't finished Redonkulous Race. Season 4 aged a lot better than I remembered, but I remember disliking it completely when it came out because, no, I think I had the same thing everyone else had, and it was like, oh, I don't want to see new characters. I love 16 too. I really like 16. I get sad watching 16 sometimes. I get like way too nostalgic. When you thought your teenage years were going to be like the kids' teenage years on 16, and it wasn't at all. It wasn't even close. Big yikes. I mean, I had some moments similar, but like 16, just when I look back at 16, I'm just thinking to myself like, dang. My teenage years were not like this at all. Season 4 was Revenge, right? Yeah, it was Revenge of the Island. I think those characters are really good. They're way better than Season 6's characters. Season 5 was great, though. Like, when they mixed the cast, the new and old ones. You think Race is trash? I hear Race is actually pretty decent. I just haven't finished. I like what I saw of it, to be honest, but the thing that made me not want to watch the show was Chris McClane not being there. I was like, bro, why is he not here? I gotta finish it though. I remember it came out when I was like entering freshman year of high school. A memory I have with Total Drama is I remember when I was in 7th grade and like I was super sick. Like I was sick for like a week and I didn't go to school for like a week. And the whole time I was just on the couch upstairs in the family room and I just binge watched like the whole Total Drama season 1 through 3 and it was great. I loved it. I think Race was the best since World Tour. World Tour was so good. I'm not gonna lie, I have a soft spot for like musical stuff. So I love my musicals, don't get me wrong, but it's also just the characters and how immersive that season was, really. Alright. There's no way, bro. I blocked too early. That was the attempt.
judgment.
Or showing your younger brother Total Drama. Me and my sister bonded a lot over Total Drama and 16 and like shows like that. I'm just as into anime as I am into like, you know, those cartoons. Animes are cartoons, but the only reason you even think about separating the two is just so people know what you're talking about. But like, they're both the same to me. But like, I love just my other cartoons as well on top of anime. It's weird because a lot of like friends I have and a lot of people I meet, it's like they watch a couple cartoons growing up, but like they don't actively watch a lot of like those cartoons now. They tend to just watch more anime now. As they got older, they just went towards mostly or only anime. It's like, there's a lot of good stuff like that's not anime. Like BoJack, for example, is one of those things. Like I literally watch BoJack on a whim, because I'm not gonna lie, I am a big fan of adult comedies, very big fan. I love just comedic stuff in general. If a show can make me laugh, or just get any sort of emotion out of me like that, like I will totally love your show, watch it, chill it, whatever. But BoJack, I clicked on it because I just got done watching some other adult shows on Netflix, and I was like, all right, I want to watch another comedy. And I saw BoJack, I was like, all right, let's see what this is about. Did not expect what I saw. It is a comedy. Season 1 especially is probably the most comedy-esque. It has its comedy parts, but like, it's really deep. It's almost like a Rick and Morty sort of thing, where like, you know how Rick and Morty is mostly just like wacky adventures between Rick and Morty, but at the end of every season and even in some certain episodes, there's like some deep mental stuff going on with Rick. It's like some stuff like that, and they actually say like some truthful stuff. It's like that with BoJack, but like tenfold. Imagine Rick and Morty if they focused a lot more on their like on Rick's story rather than like the wacky adventure stuff. That's kind of what BoJack is, but different. I don't know. It's hard to even compare, but that's the closest thing I can compare it to. It's so good. Highly recommend watching. I know the hardest thing for people is to get past the art style. Me talking is actually kind of helping me get used to some things in this fight. It's also hurting me in the DM though when I really need to focus. They're not doing the DM? Oh, that's surprising. I could go for a counter there. Okay, KO. Okay, KO looks really good. I want to watch it. I watched a Sonic episode of OK KO and I was like, wow. They did that? That's really cool. And it was a really good show. And we got health back. Let's go. That wasn't too bad. Ah, dang it, dude. I should have air dashed. I was like, do I need to? Maybe I can iframe the whole thing.
You're reward.
Yes.
Freeze.
Crazy guy, crit counter, missed it. They add 0.2 to the KH3 manga. Did they really? That's interesting. I watched the first 3 episodes of WandaVision. No, first 3 or 4. But I've been waiting on my I'm waiting to binge watch it all with my dad. Crazy.
This was your fate. Accept it. Judgment.
I love WandaVision from what I've seen so far. I'm not gonna, I'm a little bit of a Marvel shill after like everyone else in the world after the movies. I usually love DC way more, but like I don't know, Marvel's just been honest. Marvel's given me something to look forward to. It is one of the things I've been very sad about, because Marvel had me going to the movies more than I ever did, because I didn't really care about going to the movies that often. I've always loved movies, right? But like I was content with waiting for a lot of stuff on DVD, partially because I didn't have money and I was like a broke teen. But like Marvel had me just going to the movies in like my later years of high school and early adulthood, just like more than ever. And I don't know, I appreciate them a lot for that. So that's been like one of the most sucky things about this whole pandemic, because I haven't been able to have those experiences with family or with friends. Sitting down watching a movie. I mean, we can, of course, at home, but like, I don't know. The theater experience and home experience, not the same. How old am I? I'm turning 20 this year. I'm turning 20 this year. What the freak? Excuse my language. What the heck? Life be like that. Crazy. I must have spent my 20s in the house. Gonna be a memorable moment. People will be like, "Yo, what do you do on your 20th birthday?" I stayed home. I don't usually do anything crazy for my birthday, anyways, but still. I'm not really a fan of the DC movies at all. Like, I'm a big fan of the DC cartoons. Super big fan of the DC cartoons. But like that's what originally made me start liking DC more than Marvel. But like, DC with their live action stuff, it's not that great. They have some great stuff, but the DCU, the DC Cinematic Universe, hasn't been that great, as a lot of people would agree. I still haven't watched Young Justice, but things like with things like Teen Titans versus Justice League, stuff like that, really cool. Ooh. Movies like The Flashpoint are really awesome. I want to rewatch OG Teen Titans. I loved it a lot as a kid, but like I didn't, honestly speaking, I haven't really watched it since I was a kid. I did not expect that.
This was your fate.
I did not expect that. All right, so I gotta remember, after he does that move, when he fakes out a teleport, he's doing the Keyblade. Got it. So I gotta be prepared for that. All right.
Keyblade. Back at you. Take this.
I think there's a lot of good modern cartoons. Like, there's a lot of cartoons that have come out recently that aren't like animes that are like so good.
Enlighten me.
No anime for me yet is being Avatar. No anime is being Avatar. I know I'm a little basic for that. I think everyone loves Avatar. Like, who says bad stuff about Avatar? Well, I have a couple people who I've seen say bad stuff about Avatar, but like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. Take that death. But like, no anime just is being Avatar for me yet. Closest one might be like Steins Gate, Carol on Tuesday, but like they aren't as long as Avatar, I guess, so it's a little unfair-ish, but I don't know, length doesn't matter. It's just that like I need more time with Carol on Tuesday, because Avatar has the edge in so many departments. It's one of the easiest shows for me to rewatch. Like, I never get bored rewatching it. I never get bored rewatching it, and I also have nostalgia for it. It's like, I don't know. Can we agree sometimes that like, okay, nostalgia by itself is one thing. Well, I can play while talking. Nostalgia by itself is one thing, but nostalgia and it just genuinely being good is kind of like just another in a way. It's like, for me, Avatar is enhanced so much because I grew up with it as well, compared to if I just watched it recently or something. I wouldn't have as big of a connection with it. But since Aang is like a character I like connect with my childhood in that sort of way, it's like, man, it's kind of like a Kingdom Hearts thing. It's like, that's why it might be a little hard for some games to beat Kingdom Hearts for me, because while still, even without that, genuinely, I haven't, there's not many series that connect with me like Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts also, I grew up with it, so it's like, the modern games I love a lot, like KH3 being my favorite game, but also when I think about games like KH1, 2, when I think Birth by Sleep, Dream Job, when I think about this game as a series and think about all the childhood memories I have with it, replaying it countless times, I can easily remember something from my childhood with Kingdom Hearts and tell stories about it. It gives you this warm, cozy feeling. That's what Avatar is for me. But there are shows that have come close. Like, I'd say BoJack's probably like top 5 cartoons ever for me. I could probably say that confidently. Carol on Tuesday is probably like up there as well. Carol on Tuesday and Steins Gate, they're definitely up there, but their Avatar's still #1 at the moment. And also I have watched Attack on Titan and BoJack. I'm a big, wait, hold on, you said, I said Attack on Titan and BoJack. I have watched Attack on Titan and JoJo. I'm actually a very big JoJo fan. Very, very big JoJo fan. It's probably one of my favorite shonen. It's probably like top 10 animes for me, anime series. Attack on Titan might be #1, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it'll be Carol and Tuesday for me, because I just have a hard preference towards shows like Carol and Tuesday. But, it's like, Attack on Titan has that raw storytelling. It's really good. So yeah, that's another show that'd be close to Avatar. Have you ever watched the anime? Yes. Not fully though, but I've watched it. Yep. I know about the guy that beats people up with his mustache. Sure do. That show's funny. I love it. I need to watch Gintama. Alright, you have a good one, the dude. Thank you for coming out.
Shine. Judgment. Give me power.
It's over.
You're in part 2 of Dodo has been really good. I'm currently reading through part 7. I've never really been a big fan of Pokemon, if I'm being honest. There was a period of time where I straight up did not like turn-based RPGs, like, at all. Cause I guess it's because I grew up with games like Kingdom Hearts, Jak and Daxter, Sonic and stuff. Like, I grew up with a lot of, like, fast-paced games that, like, when I play something really methodical like Pokemon, it was a really big turnoff for me. That on top of me not being that big into handheld gaming. Like, my first handheld console was a PSP, and I only really liked that for Birth by Sleep and, like, God of War and stuff. Birth by Sleep, Daxter, what was the God of War game called? Chains of Spartus or something like that? Gods of I don't know, it was something. Some God of War spin-off. Well, I want to get into one. The game that has appealed to me a lot, like a game with the type of like satisfaction, speed, just overall structure that I love is Octopath. Octopath is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I love Octopath Traveler. That game is beautiful. The music, top tier gaming soundtrack. Characters, I don't know if the characters are top tier, but I think the characters are still really, really good. Story's really good too. It's like the perfect example of like simplistic storytelling that I think is done like right. I think when you have a really good complex story, like it'll be hard for a simple story to beat it. But I feel like I feel like a really well told and engaging story that's simple yet easy to understand still goes so far, man. It goes so far. That's why stuff like Avatar is like so good and so easy to rewatch, because every time you rewatch it, you don't have to get into some like, you don't have to binge watch 97 episodes. You could just watch 1 or 2 episodes. If you want, you can binge watch if you're enjoying it that much, and then be on your way. It's like not every episode is ending off with a big cliffhanger. Every episode just feels satisfying, and that's kind of the beauty of a lot of like simplistic stories, in my opinion, that I love so much. It's the ability to casually just turn it on and not feel like you have to be invested in something 24/7, you know what I mean? You're stuck on Octopath, you don't know where to go next? The game straight up tells you where to go. If you look at your map, it tells you where everyone's chapters are. Unless you beat all the characters' chapters, then I can tell you what you're supposed to do after that.
This was your fate. Accept it. Judgment.
Oh, I actually really like the Pokemon anime. I love the Pokemon anime. That might be partially why I wasn't as entertained by the games, because like I watched the anime first for Pokemon myself before I heard about the games. It was like a Saturday morning cartoon I watched before going to school when I was in like 3rd, 4th grade, and I don't know. I really liked like the aesthetic and the feel of the Pokemon anime, and when I played the games, and I was like, I don't know, it just wasn't. I wasn't as into it. It just wasn't the same. I wasn't getting that same vibe I got from watching those animes. You're unlocking more characters as you go. Yeah, you just literally on Octopath, you just keep doing character stories until you're done. That's how it works. I hope you guys are enjoying the commentary, by the way. I know it feels like I'm not even focusing on the fight, and I'm just kind of sandbagging. Maybe I am, I don't know, but I'm having fun talking to you guys. I don't think I can counter that fast. I would love to go back and rewatch the Pokemon anime, but it's longer than One Piece, so regular show is so good, man. Regular show has like surprisingly realistic themes. Like that's why like that show appeals to like adults so much as well. I remember that was a big thing when the show came out. Like a lot of parents were saying that, yo, this feels like a show I could actually watch with my kids and like kind of pay attention to, because the characters are funny but has some like real themes to it. Them being young kids, like not really kids, but like just young adults, like looking for a job, working at a park, and the events that go on with it. Very nice. That's all that coming. Yo, Creative, thank you for the additional $2 dono, dude. I appreciate that. You guys have been donating a lot in live streams. Like, it's crazy that we formed a community where like you guys just feel compelled to donate as much as you do. I honestly appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad sometimes because I do like sometimes I like stay up all night watching like Star Wars or watching like anime or something, or I don't know. Sometimes I'm just staying up all night doing like nothing. Maybe I'm playing Valorant with some friends or something, and I'll like sleep in the next day. I'll like wake up so late and I'm like, dang, bro, I don't have enough time to finish this video or work on a video for today. So I try to do what I can with the video, but then I just end up live streaming and I'm like, dang it, dude, I'm so sexy. I want to like daily upload, but it's hard. But I think the word I'm gonna start using more is the daily uploading, just in case of days like this. I'm gonna say daily content, because I do that. I do daily content. On some days where I upload, I might not live stream, but I usually live stream on days I don't upload. But seriously though, just I appreciate you guys for supporting me a lot. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I love Terraria. Terraria is really fun. My friend got me into it. My friend Jaden. He does not like Minecraft, but he likes Terraria, and I was like, I'll give Terraria a try. I don't like Terraria more than Minecraft, but like Terraria is really fun. I like Terraria a lot. I wouldn't say I'm living the dream quite yet, because I definitely don't make enough off of content creation to live off of it. I make enough to support myself, as in like I can pay for food this month, I can pay some bills, but like would definitely have to use other means to like get income if YouTube ain't paying the bills. I can't survive off of YouTube at the moment. That's when you can maybe say I'm living the dream. But I guess in a sense I am kind of, because it's like it's insane that I'm even half living it, like having as many people in these live streams as I do, and it will probably only get bigger from here, assuming if I keep the momentum going. I think I like regular show a little bit more than Adventure Time. When I was younger, I liked Adventure Time way more than regular show, but I still like regular show. But as I got older, I think regular shows are like better. I think regular shows better. But I'm rewatching Adventure Time currently, and they're both really good. They're both really good. But I'd give regular show the edge, because regular show has that like Saturday morning cartoon vibe. Like, I think regular show is more consistently entertaining to watch in Adventure Time. There's hardly any boring episodes in a regular show compared to Adventure Time. There's definitely a couple episodes that I'll like skip. But another thing I'll say about regular show, in Adventure Time defense, the only regular show episodes that are annoying to rewatch are probably the Mordecai and Margaret episodes. Don't get me wrong, I think the Mordecai and Margaret stuff is some of the best things about regular show, and it's part of the reason it's so mature. But it's hard to just turn on a Mordecai and Margaret episode or a Mordecai and CJ episode, because if you watch regular show, you understand how cringy it is. How aggravating it is, like, watching Mordecai deal with relationships. Like, it hurts. It physically hurts watching it. So, it's hard to just turn those episodes on. The easier episodes to turn on are, like, I don't know, like the episode where, like, where Rigby drops a meatball in Mr. Mailer's limousine, and they have to freaking go do a limousine derby to, like, get a new limousine. Like, shows like that are, like, or episodes like that are really easy to just turn on. Or the Jinx episode, for example. But the Mordecai Margaret, Mordecai CJ stuff, that's hard to watch. That's hard to watch.
This was your fate. Accept it.
I think regular show might have better characters than Adventure Time. Slightly though. It's like I gotta think about it. I really gotta think about it. Regular show has a really good cast of characters that are all lovable. Adventure Time definitely has some characters that get on my nerves, like Flame Princess. Look, Flame Princess is cool and all. I definitely love Flame Princess as a kid, but I definitely thought Flame Princess was a little annoying at some point. I'm not gonna lie, Harry. I think Mordecai should have just ended up being with Margaret in the end. But the moral they wanted to tell you was that not all relationships are really gonna work out that way. So it's like that. The point of the show wasn't Mordecai's relationships. Although it would have been really satisfying if he did get with Margaret. It just wasn't gonna happen like that. But I really like that Rigby and Eileen have a way more heartfelt relationship than Mordecai and anybody. It's like you just want Mordecai to get a win. That's why you're like, all right, Mordecai, please just do the right thing with this girl. But realistically, he messed up a lot of times, and he probably could have ended up with Margaret if he wanted to towards the end. Cause he didn't really, honestly, he didn't really do anything too bad with Margaret. Like with Margaret, it was just an unfortunate situation of she has other dreams, but that's where the realism comes in. Realistically, in life, you might meet someone who is like, you know, almost perfect for you, or like y'all click like, excuse me, like just that. But they have other goals. Like maybe they want to go to college, maybe they want to move to Australia, but you want to stay tied down and like live with your family, or maybe she wants to stay tied down and live with her family, and you want to go travel and do all these other things, and your ambitions just don't align with each other despite your personalities mixing so well. And that's the reality of it. But that's the realism of regular show. But it would have been a lot more satisfying as a show, as a cartoon, if Mordecai ended up with like Margaret. That's like the secret shipper in me that I'll never let out. That's what I think. But Rigby and Eileen have such a casual but good relationship. Like, I'll never forget at like Muscle Man's wedding when they told when like Rigby was giving Mordecai dating advice and Mordecai was going, he was like, "What do you know, dude, about girls?" And Rigby was just trying to hold him like, "Look, I've been dating Eileen for months. It ain't this complicated." And Mordecai is like, "Whoa." He just shut him up. I was like, that's when Rigby became like best character in the show for me. It was great. But Eileen and Rigby so cool. Cause it's really realistic, cause it's like they didn't even have any interest in each other. They were just friends, but as they hung out more and more and more, as Mordecai started hanging out with more girls, Rigby, he had to hang out with Eileen. So it was like just, it's a relationship that makes a lot of sense, you know?
What's your fate?
It was a relationship that made a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of terrible how they just disrespected Muscle Man's wedding like that. Why did Mordecai have to announce to the whole wedding that he was breaking up with CJ? Like, that was terrible. Like, Mordecai, y'all gotta admit, Mordecai's a terrible person for that. Like, I think he's a good guy. Mordecai's probably like he's a decent-ish friend. I think Mordecai just gets too caught up in his own fantasies to realize what he's doing to people. Like, he's an example of enough's enough sometimes. Like, you can't be that awkward all the time and just think it's okay because, oh, I'm awkward, it's alright, people will forgive me. Nah, bro, you're actually just doing stuff that's just bad. Like, I don't know, I felt so terrible for CJ, because CJ, even though I didn't really want CJ and Mordecai to be together, CJ definitely had some anger issues, but like Mordecai, dude, Mordecai did not treat that girl right. He did not. Like, I gotta admit, he messed up with CJ so bad.
What's your fate? Accept it.
Yeah, honestly, okay, aside from him like killing Rigby, that meme of him simping, of him killing Rigby over Margaret, that was just whatever messed up funny stuff, but it did actually happen. But aside from that, Mordecai was the better character earlier. Remember that one episode? I think this is one of Rigby's worst episodes. One of Rigby's worst episodes where he's like just a terrible friend. The episode when Benson tells them to clean up their room and it's all Rigby's mess, and Mordecai's like, "Nah, dude, this is your mess. Clean it up." And he just gives him garbage back, and Rigby's just like, instead of cleaning his mess, he puts the mess all on Mordecai and makes Mordecai feel bad because he told Benson that he should clean up his mess. That he was basically mad at Mordecai for not cleaning up the mess for him, or how they didn't do this together. It's like, nah, bro. Like, even though I don't like the way they twisted that on Mordecai to be like, nah, bro, Mordecai's the bad guy for not going against like the boss with Rigby. Nah, bro, Rigby better clean up your dang mess, bro. I swear, if I had like a roommate like that who they just messed up the whole house, bro, and the landlord comes in and they're like, "Look, you gotta clean this place up, otherwise we're kicking you out." I'm not gonna sit there and argue with the landlord and be like, "Look, we'll clean this up together." I'm gonna be like, "No, bro, you clean this mess up. This is your mess, or I'm kicking you out." That's what I'm gonna be like. I don't know. How would you guys be in that situation? But that's an example of Rigby being a terrible friend. But Rigby goes from that to being honestly probably one of the most mature people in the show, and that's insane. Like, remember that one Rigby's so sweet sometimes. Like, remember that one episode when Eileen won the flat screen and Rigby was and Rigby said he was gonna set it up for her at her house, and Mordecai and CJ were just surprised, like, "Wait, dude, why are you doing this?" Like, they just didn't expect that from him. Like, I don't know, that stuff like that's interesting and cool. Rigby's actually a great character by the end of it. Rigby's kind of a bad person in the beginning. I'm sorry for everyone in the stream who's like into Kingdom Hearts, don't know what we're talking about. Over here talk about regular show relationships. It's crazy because like when I was a kid, I never watched regular show in full, but I rewatched the entire show in full in like at the end of 2018, early 2019, and it was actually great. Like, watching regular show from beginning to end is completely different from watching it weekly every Saturday. Completely different. Or was it? No, it wasn't Saturday. It came on Thursday or Tuesday, something like that. Or Mondays. No, it was Mondays, then Thursdays. They changed it up a lot. I know, creative. Thank you so much for telling. I don't know. Mordecai going back in time just to eat some mince. Bro, that. Okay, when you worded like that, it's kind of hilarious. He went back in time to eat some mince. Eat some mince for a girl he did him and kiss that day. Of course I know who Skyward Wing is. I love Sky. One of my favorite and most inspirational content creators for sure. It's funny because when you bring up that topic, I watched Sky for his Cage stuff. I knew him for Kingdom Hearts, but the stuff I watched from Sky the most was definitely his Steven Universe and cartoon stuff. Like, those were the things I like loved a lot. And I guess it was like, it felt more unique to him per se. But I mean, obviously loved everything. I just love Sky being Sky. Skip's kill was so messed up. I'm not gonna lie, when Skips killed Rigby, that was one of Skip's weaker moments. Like, Skips almost never misses in the show, but like, that was a miss. That boy, he lost in arm wrestling to Rigby, and he decided to kill him. Like, what? Imagine that sense. Oh, you beat me in arm wrestling. Nah, I must have beat you. Well, I can't say that's a little too edgy for the stream, but you know what I was about to say. I must have end like everything now because you beat me in arm wrestling. That was definitely a weak moment for Skip, for sure. Oh my gosh.
Was your fate accepted? Your reward.
Alright, I'm definitely doing better at that DM, but can we talk about how Benson is one of the most relatable characters in the show? Because okay, despite Benson's anger management, okay, let's think about this. Benson's anger management is definitely, like, his anger issues is definitely terrible, right? But can we almost agree him and maybe Muscle Man are probably the most, like, decent characters in the show despite their faults? Like, Muscle Man can act a little dumb sometimes, right? Benson has anger issues, but they both try their hardest. Like, they try their hardest. Benson's anger issues are kind of justified in regular show. Muscle Man's the GOAT, bro. I need a friend like Muscle Man. He's a jock, but like he's cool. He's like really chill. Muscle Man's like a homie, man. I'm trying to be one of them guys he knows. Remember when everyone thought Muscle Man was going to die, but it turns out he was just proposing to Starla, and like Skips was like, "You always seem to know a guy." I'm proud to be one of those guys. That's what I'm trying to be to somebody. That's a good. I don't know. Muscle Man's a cool dude. I haven't binge watched all of the Amazing World of Gumball. I've been meaning to. But they made a DeviantArt episode? That sounds really interesting. Dude, one of the funniest episodes in regular show. Benson is actually probably one of the most hilarious characters in fiction to me. But like, that episode where Pops said he was gonna fire Benson if he got mad at Mordecai and Rigby, and this dude was just fuming the whole day. Remember that scene when he was just stomping across the park and he left like scorch marks on the ground, and this dude was destroying the whole park because of his rage? Like, bro, he could teach Goku something.
This was your fate. Accept it.
Another one of the funniest episodes was when Mordecai and Rigby said they were, when Mordecai and Rigby were trying to get Benson to admit they were cool. And Benson just wouldn't say it. He was like, you guys aren't cool, bro.
Freeze!
Back at you. Over here. Yeah. It's over. Yeah.
Yo, I love regular show. I'm surprised so many of you like regular show in the chat or watched it. Remember some of those episodes at least.
And like me. Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, dude, cartoons are fun. You're talking about how broken Pops is. Like, Pops could probably beat Goku, let's be honest here. That boy Pops is literally a god.
Judgment. Give me power. More.
It's over. Take this. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the final season of regular show and like the space stuff? I felt like it was definitely a really different vibe from the rest of the show. Like, it's like when I watch the final season, it's a little hard to binge it because like it's a little hard to just casually turn an episode on because it's so different. It's such a different environment. It's more story focused. I definitely enjoyed it. It's definitely one of the better seasons for sure. But it's like, you can't just, it's hard to casually turn on one of those episodes compared to turning on one of the earlier episodes. Like, they aren't as rewatchable for me. Yeah, I didn't care for the space setting as much, but I definitely liked the story of it all.
It's over.
Give me power.
I think season 4, I think season 3 through 5 is probably like the best regular show has been, but I still think the show consistently gets better. Like, I don't think it really has any low points. It's just that season 3 through 5 is probably like the most fun the show is, like, all the way through.
It's over.
I don't know if I've watched a regular show movie. I feel like I have.
What's your fate? Accept it.
That delay gets me for sure.
Your reward.
I miss Thomas, dude. I was so sad Thomas wasn't just a regular character in the show. He was for like 2 seasons, I believe, but dang it, dude. Why'd they have to get rid of Thomas? It was so sad. I think something happened with the voice actor, and that's why they took Thomas out and wrote that like stuff in. 'Cause he originally was just an intern, but they formed that story to write him out a little bit.
Shine.
My issue with Adventure Time when I was younger was that Adventure Time had a chance to tell a really compelling story, but it never went, like, as deep as it could have. That was my issue with Adventure Time. Regular show doesn't pretend to have some big overarching story. It just moves forward, you know? It's just like very casual, chill show, but Adventure Time like baits you a lot into like a bigger story, but then doesn't do anything for like 3 seasons. The Ice King stuff's perfect though. Like the Ice King stuff in Adventure Time's amazing. But I need to watch the rest of it because I didn't watch the final like few seasons of Adventure Time. Yeah, I mean, it's weird saying Adventure Time has filler, right? But like, I don't know, like regular show, what would be considered filler in regular show is just regular show being regular show, you know, like it's normal. But in Adventure Time, it's like Adventure Time has the ability to have the fun stuff and also have like a really compelling story, but like it takes so long to get to some of that more compelling stuff. Because like I said earlier, I think regular show has more consistently entertaining episodes than Adventure Time does. Like there's a lot of Adventure Time episodes where like I'm just, I guess, a little bored, you know? Dude, I remember when they kept making us think Finn and Fiona would ever meet. The Fiona episodes were freaking amazing. I remember when I would look ahead on like the cable, on like the station, when I would look ahead to see like the description of certain episodes next week, and I would see that a Fiona episode was coming, dude. I would be going crazy. I would be like, yo, yes, more Fiona, because I loved her. I loved her so much. Well, what was Fiona's dog named? I forget, because I don't think I liked her at all. I forget the name of Fiona's, Jake. Remember that one episode when they made you think they were about to, bring Fiona and then, like, Ice King's story into the real world? Remember that episode and then it didn't happen? Dude, Cake? Okay, yeah, Fiona and Cake. Yeah, I didn't like them. She was a cat. Yep, she was really annoying to me. Like I didn't really care about her. I love Fiona though. Random, but it just popped in my head listening to Baldi's Battle Coach Love Xehanort during his research times, found out about what genre is, what the Master of Masters is up to, and does all this to prep Sora and get him there. I mean, that's kind of what I talked about in a video of mine about Master Xehanort's plan, so yeah, I believe you for sure. That's almost exactly what I said in that video, actually. When you think about it in retrospect, though, it's very weird that the Ice King had a fantasy about Finn as a girl having a crush on him. Think about how weird that is out loud. That's very weird. Very, very weird. But I think we shouldn't think too deep into it.
This was your fate. Accept it. Judgment.
Oh boy, that's concerning. Yeah, like you know what I mean, right? Like that's very weird when you think about that now. Like that's really weird. Yeah, Ice King is crazy because of the crown. My favorite character in Adventure Time for a long time was Marceline, though. Mostly because I just loved her singing, and her personality was cool for sure. I have a good one, comic book fanatic. Appreciate the talks. How long have we been at this? We've probably been at this for 2 hours. We've been talking about cartoons for a minute. Yeah, we haven't been at this for 2 hours. So. I love Steven Universe, but I did not like how they really did the diamonds at all. Like the way they tried to justify what the diamonds did, I wasn't a fan of that. I really wasn't. Cause the show definitely, I don't know how Future does it. I hear Future definitely fixes some stuff or adds another layer, but like, I didn't like how the diamonds. I don't know. I didn't like the way they advertised in Steven Universe. How like there were just no consequences for all that stuff.
Your fate. Accept it.
Let's see.
Reward.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Marceline's old.
Freeze.
Back at you.
Enlighten me.
Alright, you have a good one, Colbury. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Really appreciate it. Okay. Alright. Probably not gonna beat this stream, but we'll we have a good chance of beating this next stream or next time we do this, because I feel like we're definitely getting good at that DM. And once we get past the DM, we can do the rest of the fight. Hopefully we don't get double DM though. Imagine that.
What's your fate?
Oh,
Accept it.
that was unfortunate. All right, we'll give this 1 or 2 more attempts.
Judgment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keyblade.
Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. 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 It's over. Yeah. Go on.
Enlighten me. Kingdom Hearts. Hooray.
Yeah. Back off. Over here. Take this.
I tried.
Yeah. It's over.
Shine. Judgment. Give me power.
See ya. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a good night, Harry. Appreciate you. Thinking months to beat Yuzora. It took me like 2 12-hour live streams to beat Yuzora. Too long.
Keyblade.
Go on. Yeah. See ya. Go on.
Not.
Yeah.
Give me power.
Yeah. Back off. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Be gone. What?
It's over. Yeah. Go on.
No chance.
See ya. Yeah. 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 It's over. Yeah. Yeah. Back off. Yeah.
Kimchi, stop cheating with easy codes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your
Dude, the wall bounce got me. Oh no. It do be like that. Yo, Samantha, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome. Welcome to the Nameless Sky. Hey, 26 members out. We out here. Let's go. All right. Yep. I forget what was my notification for members. I think it's just Roxas, right? I might need to change that. Yeah, it is just Roxas. I need to change. I need to make a snazzy little theme for members. All right. I'm debating. Do I want to play Genshin this stream? Thank you so much.
What's your
Is the game mechanic supposed to be used? Doesn't mean you should use it, Chimchi. Chimichi.
judgment? blade.
Back off. Yeah.
We'll do a stream with KH2.
Yeah.
I've done many KH2 streams, but we'll probably be doing a combo contest stream for KH2 soon. Very, very likely. Wow, I think both of them just cross. What the girl look like? What? What are you talking about? Oh, you're responding to Will's comment. You're probably talking about Ayaka, because Ayaka's compared to Virgil a lot. Alright, thank you for coming out to the stream, Taco. I really appreciate that. You have a good one yourself. Have a great night. Oh, I liked this while you saw it. I don't even remember what I liked, so... You tagging me might remind me what I liked. Thought I did that too early. I passed it. Barely. Man, that's a really easy thing to dodge. Bro, what was that camera? Ah, dude, that just killed me. It just killed my whole vibe. It killed my whole vibe. Oh no. Ah. Okay. Last attempt. Then we're ending the stream. No Genshin tonight. I'll probably play Genshin later on my own. Maybe while editing or something. But not right now. No Genshin tonight. On stream. That event ends tomorrow, doesn't it? The picture thing. That's crazy. Alright, have a good one, Samantha. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate it.
Judgment. Give me power. Behold.
Alright, War Paint. I hope have good luck on the surgery. Keep you in my thoughts. Despite me getting washed by Xehanort, this has been a really cool stream. Mostly because the cartoon talks have been really fun. Oh man. My eyes are getting heavy. Not a good sign. Send me a bunch of photos. Appreciate it. Thank you. Forgot if Xehanort took this long or not. We might have just reached Xehanort hours. Xehanort took about 2-3 hour streams, I believe. Xehanort, if I accumulate all the hours, let's see, you spent 1 hour in 2 streams. And then this stream's been about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, so, yeah, okay. So we're getting close. So I got about a couple more hours before we reach Xehanort hours, like 2 more. Sax took a long time. Yeah. That's gonna be a lost attempt. Alright, well, I appreciate you guys coming out to the live stream. Thank you guys for all the donations. Thank you, Samantha. You look back at this for the membership. I really do appreciate it. We're at 26 members on the channel. Still trying to aim for that 30. But seriously, thank you guys a lot. Past 2 streams have been really cool. Definitely want to be doing more. I want to start making more of a stream schedule going forward, but there's going to be a lot of changes coming to the channel in end March, April-ish. No major content changes. We're still going to be making KH content, but mostly aesthetic and efficiency changes, I'd say. And the reason I'm waiting until March isn't because I'm lazy and have to wait till March, but it's because I need a certain project to be done in the meantime. I'm going to be working on those changes till March. That's basically how that works. But seriously, thank you guys for coming out. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.